True.
Damn, now I'm thinking about it, Borgo has been in the game for a decade, more than a decade now. Fuck, bro.
Out here, boy.
Consistent. That's the key. Any tips out there to upcoming producers that, wanna, build a fan base, get more bookings and just get more opportunity. Just stay consistent. That's the biggest thing.
And he's not only consistent with music, but just consistent in content all around. He's always popping up somewhere. He's always doing something and hosting something. Music. He's really heavy in music videos too. Like, he's just always like continuing working, and I guess that's what makes him pop. Staying consistent. He's always in the game, bro. Always.
Facts, bro. What does he run? Does he run Ableton or FL Studio? I don't remember.
I think he runs Ableton. I'm pretty sure.
Borgo's Team Ableton.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, Asaf.
True. Facts. All right. I want to touch on this other producer, DJ, electronic DJ. I seen this post that United Masters had posted on their IG about the story. About 4/10. 4 is like the number 4, but spelled out, and then TET, Tets. I've actually never heard of him until like this story, right? But apparently he signed with this label called Domino in 2001, before streaming was a thing, right?
So it was like the age of CD sales, and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess when streaming had came, he only started receiving 18% of his streams. So all the money that was generated through his like digital streams and stuff like that, he only got 18% of it, because there was in the deal, I guess that's what was negotiated, but that was just for physical, So now I guess he's suing his label, Domino Records. I guess that's the name of the label. And
because when streaming should have came out, they should have the both parties should have came together and been like, all right, now for streaming, this is the percentage that we're both gonna be satisfied with, type shit. Because it's a different revenue than like physical sales of the copy.
So what do you think about him suing the label? What's your initial?
If he's suing the label, then I'm assuming that there's a lot of money that he believes, or he probably calculated that he's owed. So, I mean, does he plan on how influential is his label? Did he plan on working with the label like in the future? I mean, if the label, well, look, man, and when it comes to like morals, like it's hard to say, because I feel like it is wrong that they didn't have like a sit down to be like, all right, well, look, streaming is now something new that people are gonna consume music, rather than having to go to the store and like buy a copy. And I just feel like if you're gonna be owed that much, I mean, so much money, I mean, it has to be worth a lot of money for you to sue the label. So I think in practice, I think it's good practice for people to like let the labels know, like, hey, that's not right. Or else I feel like labels are going to be taking advantage more and more of the artists back in the day that had made contracts like in early 2000s. And right when streaming came like more popular, like 2010 through like now, it's like, that's the thing. I feel like labels just need to, they need to know, bro.
So,
like they need to know.
I'm glad you brought up the fact that streaming got popular in like 2010 to like 2015. That's when like streaming really got popping and people really got on it more, right? It's 2022. He signed in 2020. And this is just me just being like real about this shit.
No,
he signed in 2021 or in 2001.
Okay.
Why is he just now suing? What, like, bro, this shit's been happening for so long and you're just now like, I'm assuming I
think he wanted to wait until more and more money was getting collected.
Like, I'm like, if I'm thinking this, bro, I'm like, if you knew this shit for a while, you can't just wake up. Even I could give him like 2 years, bro. Even if it was 2 years ago, it's already too like, you know, like how has it been this long and now you're suing? I get it. It's been it was a fucked up situation, but how have you gone that long without doing anything to get more than just 18%? You know,
I think he was just waiting for the
that's a
royalties to stack
long
up.
ass fucking time, bro.
He was waiting
That's
for
a
the royalties to
really
stack
fucking
up,
long
bro.
time. So I don't know, but it's an unfortunate situation. But that's also him, like, bro. You should have brought this up to like your agent a long time ago.
And there is fault to the artist as well. It's
Yeah,
like,
bro, you're neglecting your contract, bro. You're neglecting it as well. I mean, the label's not gonna say anything.
oh hell no, the label's not gonna be like, hey bro, here's your paycheck, bro.
That's what I'm
There's
saying,
stories
bro.
of
Like,
artists like
the
having to
label's
tell
not
these
gonna be like,
labels,
hey, bro, I'll give you more percentage of your fuck.
nah, bro.
Why? If you're not complaining about it, if you're not trying to get that shit situated or dip the fuck out, like,
The
bro,
rate is set.
exactly. So this story should have happened as soon as you realized it, bro. Like, so
You know what this? You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of this situation with. Do you remember that Nirvana album cover of like the like naked baby in the pool?
yeah.
So apparently that same dude that's been praising that. Oh yeah, I'm the baby on his Nirvana like album cover. I guess he was getting like
I think he got
royalties
paid
off
for
of
it,
that
no?
shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's getting royalties,
But
or
I
he
get-
just
but-
got paid.
No, I think he might have just gotten paid, but I
think he
guess
just
like
got paid.
he's now just suing the band because it's child like pornography or whatever. But even before like this year, like he was praising like, oh yeah, I'm in this album, blah blah blah. But rumors have it that like he ran out of money, so now he's just using that as like some sort of like way to
I feel
try to
it.
get more money from Nirvana because whatever the hell is traumatic now to him, or
That's crazy. That's what
it's
fucking
fucked,
stupid.
dude. Yeah, it's just
I mean, like he knew that. Nah, he just wants more money. Yeah, it's just weird. Fucking, I don't know. I mean, in this guy's like, the label's fucking you, bro. Obviously,
bro.
But like,
they don't care.
exactly, like he has to care more at this point. But I guess that's why he's suing now. It's a little late for
Better
that,
late
bro.
than never, maybe.
If you don't have enough, just know that if this is a very well-off label, they're gonna drag this shit out so long, and the court fees are gonna be worth more than whatever they owe you, bro. So at this point, that's how a lot of labels get
So
away
the
with this
person
shit.
pursuing the lawsuit is gonna just be broke out of money to even further pursue
And
it.
that's what a lot of labels will do, bro.
And labels got capital, bro, than a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's fucked, bro. It's really fucked.
You know, bro. Ever since I started Husky in 2016, I've had label releases where contracts have said like, "Hey, your old royalties," you know, after a certain year, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll confess it. Like I actually haven't even reached out to these labels to be like, hey, like, you know, it's been 4 years. You know, I've and that's my part. I think artists should because it's contract.
Yeah, bro,
it's good.
like-
It's good practice. It's just
Yeah.
good practice, and then it'll let you know the label is actually legitimate about their shit. And you see these stories of these artists like, oh, I haven't even gotten a royalty, or even big major artists that are signed to majors. Even sometimes they do an album, they drop the album, and you hear them complaining that they haven't even gotten paid, or they get their paycheck like a year or two later. And it's not even because the label's like, oh yeah, like here's your check. They had to like pretty much go to the label and be like, hey, like where's the check or whatever. And it's like pretty much if you're gonna do like a label contract when it comes to like dropping music and getting royalties and getting in advances and shit, whatever, you gotta be like the one like
you gotta be
on top of
persistent,
it
yeah.
and yeah, exactly. Because the
Persistent.
labels are gonna like they're always doing shit. They're
Yeah,
always
they're gonna
doing
forget
shit
about
and-
you, bro. Like they're not even. You're not a priority. You're especially with EDM artists, dog. Like you gotta understand if you ever sign to like even a major, you are never gonna be a priority on that major label. Maybe for a little bit, like a Marshmello or Skrillex, but understand like that's 1 in a billion. If you're just a rhythm producer that's signed to a major, bro,
Get the fuck out of here, bro. They don't
Like-
care.
you are never gonna be priority. So understand, like getting a major label deal isn't. That shouldn't be your goal as a niche producer. Signing a major shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be collaborating with artists, booking a lot of shows, touring, and creating music that people care about.
And biggest thing also is ownership of your music. And obviously there is cases where like it's good and maybe like go half on your master with the label if they're definitely gonna be like helping you out with that shit. But sometimes like artists definitely just get lawyers and make sure that if you have a chance to fully own your music and still make a good deal with whatever party's trying to like do whatever for you, like just make sure like try to get full ownership, or at least just try not to give up full ownership to the label, because that's more important, I feel, for artists, like especially with their independency, is ownership of their content.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. I have like one more topic that I really wanted to bring up. It's nothing like too important. It's just like, it's just weird. I don't know how to interpret this. No, I do. Let me just read it. DJ Diesel tweeted, EDM and hip hop producers need to start talking to each other. Your techniques are not meant to be secrets. So what do you think about that?
So I'm guessing Shaq feels like there's a divide between the two producer markets, where it's like dance music producers and like hip hop producers. And I feel like him being like in both environments of like, hip hop studios, and then him like, being more into like the EDM like realm, I feel like he's noticing that like there's a lot of differences in way like hip hop producers work and EDM producers work, and he may feel like that these markets are gatekeeping their tactics for some weird reason, and that they feel like these need to like unite and like collaborate. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really. To me, it doesn't really hit deep too much. I mean, it's just like, we've seen hip hop producers and EDM producers collaborate. Not often as we want it to happen, but it's happened before. I mean,
but who do you think he's referring to? Like needs to share their techniques?
I mean, I don't know. When you said that, it didn't come off to me as like a personal, like attack on someone.
No. I just want to know, who do you think he's saying that, like oh, the hip hop producers should show like EDM producers some shit, or the EDM producers should show, or you think he's just talking about it in intertwine in general?
I think he's just talking about intertwine in general. Like I just feel like he thinks it may be more potential if hip hop producers were to collaborate more with EDM and like share their way of like music production in EDM, their way of production in hip hop. I think he's just trying to like get to the root of like there could be more potential if both producers, like dance music producers and hip hop producers, can come together and like share how they work in production on that style of music. And maybe he has, maybe, and because like I said before, him working with like maybe hip hop producers and him working with EDM producers, maybe he does see like there's some sort of like gatekeeping of like maybe dance music producers telling him, or maybe Shaq going to these dance music producers and telling them like, oh, you should work with this hip hop. You should work with like what's like, give me like a good hip hop producer.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin. Oh yeah, like Excision. Why don't you work with Metro Boomin or whatever? Like maybe Excision's like, oh well, I don't know. I don't really. Hip hop production is different. I feel like a lot of dance music producers think that too. Like hip hop production is kind of, it's just a different mindset. Different mindset when you're making hip hop. Because when I try to make hip hop, it's just I tried going with like the EDM mindset. It doesn't work out. It's not really effective. So
yeah,
and there's just different niches in production for dance music and hip hop, I feel. And I mean, I feel like we should see more hip hop producers and dance music producers get together and collaborate, because you just never know what maybe both producers may have a lot more in common than what people are saying. Oh no, what do you think?
I think a lot about this. There's a lot of angles I could really think about this one with, because like you said, they're two different genres, bro. Like extremely different genres.
And although they're both in the same music industry, they're two different industries.
Yeah. With hip hop specifically, like there has to be some sort of like quality when it comes to hip hop music. Not everything needs to be bright and loud and brought to the center and aggressive, and not everything's a poppy like digital like sound. Hip hop is very like instrumentation driven, very, and sampled bass. So you're getting like a bunch of sampled vocals, sampled choirs, sampled drums, sampled like horns and different sections of actual instruments, right? And with EDM, it's more sounds that they're not real life sounds. You're not. These aren't sounds that you're gonna
It's
find.
digital sounds, not yeah.
And it's loud. EDM, you want your shit to be loud. You want to compress it, like beef that shit up. You want everything to be like clean, like not clean, but like a hard, like sounding type thing.
Like
And-
not soft, you know? Yeah.
yeah, and there's and in hip hop that's not the case. You know, so like I guess maybe like some techniques a hip hop, cuz look, I produce both, bro. Like I'm a big hip hop producer. But I learned that producing hip hop is a total different feel than, like you said, producing EDM. Like hip hop, you got to just really listen to one instrument, like listen to that reverb, listen to the delay, the decay of the fucking whatever you're doing, like on the drums. Like you really got to like have that shit sounding clean. And then you need like time for some vocals over that shit. And like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just two different shit. Like I don't think there's nothing a hip hop producer could but and at the same time, because they're so different, I guess I could learn some stuff from a hip hop producer, how to sample shit.
No
maybe.
doubt, no doubt.
Like definitely, but
And they can maybe learn off of a dance music producer.
I don't as a
Maybe
as a hip hop producer when I listen to it, like, and I think there's a lot of like, this could just be me or this is just what I'm seeing on social media or whatever. But a lot of hip hop producers don't like EDM producers.
Oh, they don't?
Nah,
Oh shit.
they don't like EDM, bro.
Oh wow. I mean, I'll probably believe that.
Yeah,
But they
think
don't
it's
like
just
EDM.
noise,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Oh,
they think
yeah.
It's like, oh, what do you like?
Some bullshit.
Because there's
yeah.
no rules to EDM. For hip hop, there's rules. There's like this kid can't sound like that.
No,
like
there's like commandments you gotta follow in hip hop. But EDM, it's an open field, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because EDM, like, it didn't start off like, oh, like this is how you need to make it. It was just fucking bullshit. It was just like, oh, this is what EDM is. And then 2015, this is what EDM is. And then now 2022, this is what EDM is. And it's a fucking open field. That's why there's so many subgenres. You feel me? Hip hop, there's not that many subgenres. You got hip hop, trap, R&B, drill. But like, if you think about subgenres in EDM, bro, there's like hundreds of them. There's subgenres for rhythm, and that's a subgenre, bro.
yeah.
Oh damn.
Nah, it's just like weird. Like, yeah, that hip hop perspective is weird, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had it for a little bit. Like when I was producing, because I had stopped producing EDM for a bit, and I was just producing like hip hop, and I started recording in actual instruments and stuff like that. And that's when I realized everything I learned while producing EDM did not apply to what I was doing, bro. And it pissed me the fuck off. I got so mad. Like,
And when I tried to make a hip hop beat, it didn't sound like a hip hop beat. It sounded like a EDM. It sounded EDM trying to be a hip hop beat.
yeah, and that's what that's how it happens a lot of times. And like, that's what gave me a very disdain taste for EDM, is when I started producing and recording in like the actual guitars and shit like that. And that gave me a whole different perspective of music. And I was like, fuck, I've been bullshit. Like in my head, I was like, I've been bullshitting, bro. But now like I'm able to, I guess now that I know both sides, it kind of helps a little bit. Not definitely helps.
It's just good to have both perspectives and be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, no, like this works in dance music, this works in hip hop, and sometimes this tactic works in EDM and hip hop, and sometimes it doesn't. Like, again, there's just two different genres, two different styles of music, and with two different styles of music comes different production preparations for a particular sound to come out to make it hip hop, to make it EDM.
Yeah. And with fucking EDM, you don't really have to worry about like your room tone or anything like that. You're not recording anything in really, so you don't gotta worry.
A lot more challenges with hip hop because, like you said, it's a lot more authentic. You know, the sounds that you get, because not always digital. You always get, sometimes or most of the time you get live instruments come into play. different kind of mixing, different kind of EQing comes into play. It's just a whole different type of process.
Yeah, and like depending on what instrument you're trying to record in, bro. How do you record in a fucking trumpet, dog? Like, what kind of mic do you even use for that shit? Well, I know, but like,
yeah, right. For someone that doesn't know, like, how do I set the mic?
Yeah.
At what level do I set the bass volume of this mic? Because the trumpet, like, that's just loud.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't fucking put it, high, because you're just gonna redline the shit out of that channel.
What's the sweet spot on it? Where do you even mic up the trumpet? Do you do it directly? Do you do it on the frame? Like, you don't even know this shit. Like, fuck you guys.
Say fuck you guys. I feel it. True. Nah, but I feel you though. But I mean, do you think we'll see more hip hop producers and EDM producers collaborate more and more? Well, as we're getting more into,
what do you think? What do you see more of? Hip hop producers becoming EDM producers, or EDM producers becoming DJs? I mean, hip hop producers. What do you see more of right now?
Oh, bro, EDM trying to go into hip hop. Nah, hip hop stays in hip hop, bro, for sure. Has Kenny Beats gone back and became Loud Pack? No, there you go. That's what I say.
He has a big distaste for EDM, bro. It's because once you go into a real fucking studio with real live instruments, dog,
real professionals,
and you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Like, you just have your laptop in your hand and you're like, I could play the A, B, C, D on my keys.
Not even that, bro. Sometimes these DAWs come with like, they make that shit easy for you, bro.
They got MIDI for you, bro. You're just moving the fucking piano roll.
You can hit a key, bro, and FL Studio, you can hit a note, and they'll make a chord progression for you, bro.
That's what
they make that shit so easy. So the learning curve, like when you go into dance music, because you're not exposed to working with like real instruments or like outboard gear, or like you said, just working in an actual real studio, you're not presented with those challenges. Therefore, you're not necessarily learning. Like, you know what to do, but you're not learning or understanding why it has to be this way in hip hop, or, doing it a certain way, or EQing it, having the mic to be this certain way.
I just want to, there's just a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer it. I just want people out there to listen to this and think about it themselves.
Make sure the volume's up. YouTube, SoundCloud.
All right, you're making a 128, just a regular house track, right? You don't have your DAW, or you have the DAW, but you have no packs or anything like that. All right, fuck that. You're in a studio, right? You go to a fucking studio and you want to make a house track. They have the recording room, and in that recording room, they have every instrument you need, bro. They have the drums, they have a guitar, they have the bass, they have everything out there. How do you make a house track?
You got no packs, no samples. Hey, but you got this high professionally quality instruments, bro.
Like, what's your first step?
A lot of people would panic.
And then let's say
dance music producers.
They're like the dance producer. Okay, well, I need to record. I need a kick, so let me go to the drums. I need a snare. Let me go to the drums. Okay, you're at the drums. What mic do you use to record your kick and snare, bro?
Yeah, you can probably just get like the mic that I'm using. You could probably just put it there, but it won't be you get another mic that'll give you that like that digital expectation that you want of a kick or of a snare.
Because you're gonna record something in and be like, that's not the kick I wanted.
That's not the digital expectation that I'm hearing.
Yeah,
it's actually raw, live.
How do I make this snare sound like a fucking Excision snare or a virtual ride snare, bro?
Exactly, bro.
And that's engineering, that's audio engineering, that's production, and that's the side that EDM producers don't have, and that's why a lot of hip-hop producers don't they look at they look at us as beat makers almost, like,
oh well, for sure,
you feel me? But I mean, not me.
They can even say that like they're musicians for sure. A lot of these producers are musicians.
They are musicians, yeah, definitely. And I'm not saying if you just work off your laptop, you're not a musician or anything like that. But you just gotta understand that's a different approach to making music, and it's not the same as being in a studio. So just understand you're learning something different. Especially
collaborating with other artists that necessarily not have that background of just like working off the laptop. They're constantly like, they play an instrument, or they're just like recording in studios and making shit.
The only thing that I can say, like EDM producers specifically have on like hip hop producers or anything like that is I'm pretty sure if you got onto a synthesizer, you'd be able to make something cool. Cause that's all we're doing in fucking like Serum and Massive. And those are just synthesizers, bro.
Word.
And so if you got into a real synthesizers, you'd kind of understand the basics of like when I push this key, this is gonna modulate. So just gotta literally like imagine trying to make a synth in real life though off a fucking keyboard, off a synthesizer. You'd have to press this and like move a couple of the knobs at the same time just to get to womp.
Bro, not only that, man, just knowing how to route that into the patch bay and then into the patch bay
And then
into
how
the
do you
mixer.
automate that? Exactly. Yeah, nah. And look, you just said something right now. You said patch bay.
Not a lot of people know what a patch bay is.
80% of our audience listening have no fucking idea what a patch bay is, dog.
And specifically producers are tuned in into this.
Yeah.
Cause and it's not your guys' fault. It's just that a lot of times we start off making music in our bedrooms where we don't have that gear. But in a professional, like, or in a studio, you typically see a patch bay where you route all the instruments that are like, you know, connected to the inputs, and then having those inputs route into the patch bay. And then if you have outboard gear too connected to that patch bay, oh well, I want to put this instrument into this outboard gear.
This out has to go into this in. Yeah, this in has to go into this out. This out has to go into this in, just to go back into the input in my mixer, and that's just to mic up my that's just to get reverb on my fucking guitar, bro.
Yeah, man, it's
some bullshit.
I mean, oh look, I'm gonna just say it like this: like making music on your laptop, we got it easy. We got it easy, no doubt about it. Because when you go into a studio with real live instruments, it's a lot more work. You gotta know a lot more.
You just gotta understand that you're missing some fundamentals when you just start on your laptop, or you solely produce on your laptop. You're just missing very small, like very fundamental elements that you'll never know unless you're in a studio setting. So yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, but let's not get it twisted though. Like I make music in my room, like on my laptop.
Same.
Like I'm not saying that I'm going into these studios. I'm like, you know, linking up the patch bay to these outboard gears and like recording live instruments. It'd be dope. But a lot of times, like, you know, to have a studio like that, it can be expensive. Studio time can be expensive, and I get it. Like sometimes just that exposure, it's kind of hard to come by to get the opportunity to be in a studio because it costs money.
It's expensive. So before laptops, bro, or before like DAWs and packs, it was expensive to be a producer. You needed all these instruments. You needed all these different snare drums, bro, because every snare drum sounds different. You know,
different heads, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was expensive. You needed to buy all this gear. Now it got cheap. Now it's just in our laptop. Now people recorded all those fucking samples for us, and now they're at the palm of our fingertips. Shout out to Splice. But yeah,
none of that too, bro. Like loops, like you can't necessarily do. I mean, you could kind of do a loop, like,
yeah, you
like in real time, get a sequencer, like a loop pedal.
Yeah,
but like, you know, like that's how easy we get as like laptop producers. Like sometimes the shit's already done for us, where we don't really got to get too involved. Like, oh, we have a drum loop right here, there's a synth loop right here, like.
Yeah.
It's the shit's having it done for us, like, but like again, we're not distant, you know. It's just there needs to be understanding, like the workflow and dance music production and hip hop typically is different. It's just different.
Yeah, definitely. And working in a studio is different. Studio environment versus bedroom environment, you know, totally different beast. Because you know, there's some engineers that I don't think they could do like what an EDM producer does if you just gave them a laptop. Just the DAW with no fucking instruments.
Yeah, no, yeah. They'll probably be like, nah, I'm not really messing with this. Because a lot of times, like, we're used to this workflow. Like, you know, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but to each its own, you know. That's just that's what DJ Diesel got me thinking about, bro. This fucking tweet.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Legit, like when I read that tweet, everything we just talked about like flooded into my head. Like within 2 seconds, I was like, God damn it. I know I'm gonna have to talk about this. But I mean, to close it out with DJ Diesel, he's always looking for music to be submitted. He says he checks his email every day. So submit music to his His email is
Oh, you gonna leak it right here on Lose the Tempo?
yeah.
Run it.
It's pinned on his Twitter. Why
Nah,
not?
I'm just playing around.
DJDieselpromo@gmail.com. His pinned tweet says, "I don't care if you have 3 million or 30 million followers. If the music is good, I'll play it in my set. I check that email daily." Hey, so submit music. Ooh, also, we got someone that submitted a track too.
I haven't checked it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Neither have I. But yeah, we gotta check that out.
Oh yeah.
Keep submitting, guys. We fucking want more music.
Yeah, I guess that Tempo is a segment we do here on Lose the Tempo where we always spotlight a bunch of dope music being sent to us. Or sometimes we just go on SoundCloud and other music platforms. We check out bangers, and if we dig them, put them on Guess That Tempo, and we have our guests, take a guess at them. And we're gonna leave the link always in the description, so you guys can always submit something to us. And yeah, one way to market your music.
Facts. So to close this out, what's your next track coming? When's your first track of the year coming out?
January 13, everywhere.
January 13.
Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. I'm really excited for it. Remix competition along with it as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure yet what's gonna be the
guidelines.
The guidelines and winner. Who I feel first place winner is gonna get. There's gonna be something money, I'll give them some money, some merch, send them.
Hey.
Each winner is. I'm debating if I want to do 4 winners because last remix EP was 3, but there's a lot of remixes that I got that were good, and I feel like fuck, if I would have done a 4 remix EP, I would have had another version in there that would have been tight for the people to listen to, but I'm still debating over that.
Highlight it type shit.
Huh?
But I say you still highlight it type shit even if they don't win. But what's it called? Your last remix competition was for Toxic Love, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Hey, fucking Okami did a remix to that track, right?
Yeah.
That shit's fucking heavy, dog. That shit's
pretty
fucking heavy. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, just okay. But yeah, January 3rd
Ricardo.
Or 13th.
January 13th. Stems will be available on the SoundCloud, on the description of the SoundCloud track. So head over to my SoundCloud, click on the track. The link will be in the description for Stems. So make sure to grab them. And I'd like to hear you guys' versions. A little Chico, a little hint. If you guys want me to be biased about putting your version in my remix EP. So this track is gonna be dubstep and drum and bass.
True.
Because first drop's gonna be dubstep, second drop's gonna be drum and bass, and I'm always more excited when I hear other genres. So I feel like I connect more to a remix that might be house as to another dubstep or drum and bass. There's not to say that you can still attempt to do a dubstep version or a drum and bass version, but again, I don't know, I hate that I'm kind of picky and shit. And it's not that if I don't pick your remix for the EP, it's not that it's ass or whatever. It's that
that's what it means.
That's not what it means. I should like to present variety in genre when it comes to EDM, and I feel like I like to do that with my remix EPs.
So look, basically what he's saying, and this is just the homie translating Husky for you all, is don't send him a bunch of rhythm fucking shit, dog. He ain't gonna like it.
It could be rhythm.
That's just what he said.
It could be rhythm,
just not in too many words. That's what I interpreted. What
bro,
you just said, bro. It's not gonna win. You can do it rhythm, it's just not gonna win, is what he's saying.
And then I'll say that.
I know you said something else, but that's just how I interpreted it,
Bet. All right, well, just don't make rhythm then, Robert. If you plan on entering the remix competition. Nah, but I'm just whatever you want to make, dude. Even if it doesn't get that's just another track to add to your catalog,
No, it'd be dope to have. Look, you gotta for people doing remix competition, understand that's a chance for your name to be next to this producer's name, So,
and not only that, my audience will be exposed to you guys because, even if you guys send me your guys' remixes, I'll repost it, I'll share it, man. Because for you guys to make another version of that, that's awesome. And even if a remix is way more popping than the original track that I made, that's hella awesome. There's been cases where remixes have popped off way more than the original. What's the one where remember that one track where it's you told me it was the original wasn't even popping. And then 2 years later, they made a house like remix to
Oh,
it, and then
Rose.
the radio
Yeah,
was just going
Rose.
cracking. Yeah,
By St. John. Yeah, at first it was just like a slow R&B song, and then I Am Beck or something like that remixed it, made a house beat to it, and then it was on a bunch of commercials, and then it revived
yeah,
the whole
yeah. So
fucking
your remix might get more licensing and syncing opportunities than my
the
original track. So
yeah.
that's what
It
I'm saying.
happens.
Maybe your guys' remixes will make my shit mid. Cause I think this track right here is like, I think it's real good. Like I think it's one of like the best tracks I've made when it comes to like expressing
banger.
myself. I really think it's a banger
banger.
for sure. Like I
Banger.
believe in this shit.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I've been putting so much promotion, emailing a bunch of blogs. We still did a bunch of publications for it too. Want to talk to you about that and after this, but I've been working hard. I've been making sure that this shit gets the attention that I feel like it needs. And January 13, you can go ahead and pre-save that shit too. Not sure when this is coming out, but January 13, tune in.
Tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
True. Hell yeah.
What about you, Robert?
It's a good question. I know for sure. I don't know my first. Expect something around Valentine's Day for sure. Dropping around then. I don't know the exact date yet. Upload it to one of the distribution platforms and go from there. But I think I might put out a track because it has vocals on it. The Legends track.
Oh, word. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because it has vocals like cartoon vocals. There's not really much I could do with that shit. So I might be releasing that this month because it's cool. It's a little dubstep, dubstep track with Legend of Chamberlain Heights vocals, bro.
Hey, shout out Legend of Chamberlain Heights.
So like,
oh shit.
no, we still recording. It's just the
All right,
headphones.
cool.
So with that track, I actually made it like originally in 2017, and then I recently like opened up my laptop, or my old laptop, and I found the project file, and I just VIP'd it, and it's some heavy shit. I forgot I produced dubstep for a little bit, you know.
All right.
So I'm gonna be back in the game with that because I switched over to just producing fucking house and trap, and
2022 will do that to you. 2021 will do that to you.
yeah, I think 2022 I'm gonna start producing dubstep again. I'm gonna do more shit like that. So this next track is gonna show you all what I have to come, and then February, beginning of February, first 2 weeks I'll have another track out. It's gonna be bass house or UK bass. It's US. Oh, that's right. It's US bass.
True.
It's US bass.
Yeah, Robert's gonna coin that. Zion Don's gonna coin that shit right now. He said that
US
shit
bass.
first, so don't be fucking,
Facts.
out here coining saying that you made that shit. Nah, Robert made that shit. US bass.
US bass. That's the type of shit we putting out. Cause like, bro, that's what. Like I'm in the US, bro. I'm in my garage producing this shit. Like, it's US authentic shit. I can't call it UK based type shit, like, cause it's not.
Right.
It's US based, dog. And if anyone wants to hop on this trend, just hashtag your shit US based.
Yeah, and then ask Zion Don for permission too, cause you know what I'm saying.
Nah,
'Cause-
that's cool. Everybody got that.
all right, bet.
Promote it everywhere. I just know if you just start seeing it on other people's track, just know it started
Came
to
from
lose
every
the tempo,
yeah,
bro.
This is the root right here.
What's up?
Hell yeah.
Zion Don,
And like
Don shit.
and then for promoting for music, we do the necessary. We do the typical, we go on Instagram, Facebook. We let the crowd know that, when our shit's dropping. Before we end this, I want to talk about like, do you think that we should be doing like what other things should we be doing like to promote our tracks? Like, because we usually do the typical like, upload like maybe like a visualizer on our social media and like, tease the drop or show the drop and like tell people that the full version comes out at a certain date, or maybe like email marketing for tracks. Like, is there like, do you feel like other producers gonna do more exciting things to like market music, or like, because I know a lot of people been going to TikTok. A lot of people going to TikTok, like they're trying to resort more like their marketing techniques to like TikTok for music promotion. Like, where do you see like a lot of that music promotion direction heading to, like in the future?
The whole TikTok thing,
Sorry, these headphones.
I think it's cool, right? It works. the whole algorithm, how that's set up, it's cool. It works. You get your shit popping. But I think like our next step in promotion is you're gonna see a lot of people promoting their shit in like the metaverse type shit.
In the metaverse?
Yeah, bro. Like I've already seen like a lot of people like going deep in this, like people getting their Oculus or whatever they're using, and they're playing a game, but at the same time in the game, they're streaming something else, like a YouTube or something else. So as they're in this VR world, they're playing a game in that VR world.
God, you know what?
But like they're like, I'm VRly here, right? And now I'm playing pool, and where our TV is at, there's something streaming right there, and he whoever made whatever that game is to put whatever's right there. So now I think that's where we're gonna start seeing like promotion goes and how shit blows up. Like say you're playing this game right in the metaverse, and then you just see like a promotional ad for something like someone's track or something like that, and it just like it makes it, I don't know, it pops out in the game, you know, it just makes a viral
right. No, for sure.
I think that's like our next step. Like I think that's where I see shit heading towards.
You know, bro, now that in the meantime that I don't have an Oculus or anything like that, I think I'm gonna just hop back into VR chat, because there's worlds where there's like a bunch of people in them, like 60 to 120, and there's like rooms where like people can like play pool or like party games, and there's like a media player right there where you could go click on YouTube. Shit, yeah, you could literally just emulate what is it that you want, music, videos, movies, and
Facts.
And that's honestly a smart way like to do it. Kind of like when you walk into like just Starbucks too, and like they're playing music, or you go somewhere like round one and there's just music or just it's something in ambience playing. Like
and it's even better because they'll also be able to see a visual. It won't just be sound now. You know?
Right? Yeah. So
yeah, I think that's the next step.
Oh yeah, dude, music in the metaverse, bro. I can't believe we're getting to that direction now, bro.
Yeah. So like when you put out a release, you're gonna start promoting in the metaverse. There's gonna be a fucking like have you seen like Ready Player One? I don't know if this is from a scene from there or not, but just imagine like, I always just imagine when you're in the metaverse, there's like a ball, and then around the ball there's just like floating text.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You've seen that image before, right?
Okay,
It's gonna be Husky like release blah blah blah. And
no, yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be some crazy shit.
It's like a movie too, Ready Player One. Yeah, I can see it being it like that. Maybe not as like intense like that. On some like find all the fucking shit like that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be some shit like that. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think people are going with the next step into music promotion and stuff like that. Definitely see it going there.
Shit, now I'm thinking about it, bro. Like, I know a lot of people like even when they want to release music or when they're releasing music and they want to promote shit, they sometimes want to do release parties, right? And I feel like sometimes when people want to do release parties, they don't got to worry about, or maybe, or I feel like a lot of times people don't do release parties because sometimes like it could be expensive to rent out like a speaker system or a DJ or whatever. But I feel like the metaverse opens up a lot more other people to like maybe even let people into like their own like place for free, or like I don't know, because again, it is like a place where you can actually charge people to like. I don't even know how this shit works.
You're in the metaverse, bro. Some dude bumps into you. He's like, "Hey, fuck you, suck my meta dick." How do you feel about that,
bro? I'm not. Next question, bro, because I don't know why the fuck you thought about that shit.
Shout out Joe Budden. Nah, bro, because they were talking about that. Like, how do you feel about someone like saying "suck my meta dick," bro? Like,
what? Imagine you're
bro,
DJing.
People eat meta ass, dog.
Oh
like,
my god, you're DJing at a release party in the metaverse, and some DJ comes up to you like and takes out your shit. Imagine you can't do shit. Like, imagine like what do you do, bro?
Bro, shout out to the Joe Budden podcast, but fucking he was like, "Can you fight people in the metaverse?"
I'm done.
And we get in trouble, bro.
Oh, like imagine there will be a jail in the metaverse.
How does that work?
I've been in prison. Metaverse and shit. Yeah, I did time in the metaverse. Imagine going up to like a person that got out of San Quentin. It's like, yeah, I did time in the metaverse and shit.
Yeah, they blocked me on my account.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Your IP address is fudged. You can't even like make a new profile and shit. Yeah,
that's
dude. I mean, so many possibilities with the metaverse. I mean, we're heading there, bro. It's happening.
Suck my meta dick. Bro. What the fuck?
Well, shit. Let's end the episode, bro.
Yeah,
spotlight episode, bro.
Episode,
Here,
bro.
YouTube,
Happy New Year.
SoundCloud.
So we have a lot of shit to come, And there's a whole bunch of other people that have a lot of shit to come. Look out for all the people that we had on our past episodes. They're all gearing up for a bunch of dope shit. Look out for Underground Entertainment. Look out for Stunner Posse. Look out for Black Jesus. Look out for Segura, Meltdown. Everyone. Motions is about to drop. Like, people are gearing up, so definitely check out everyone's shit.
Yeah, and all these episodes are up, so you guys can always go back there and learn more. Maybe sometimes you go back to these episodes and you may learn something new that you may have not catch. So definitely go and check out those episodes. It's always cool to go back to those episodes too, and like they be manifesting what they're gonna do, and then the shit ends up like they're doing that shit. It's pretty tight.
Yeah,
hella awesome. Gotta manifest that shit and take action.
Facts.
Make a plan and hit the subscribe button. Because that's the first step to manifesting shit. Is hitting the subscribe button, all right? So leave a like on the video. Hit the bell alert button. Stay notified. And we appreciate you guys tuning into the Spotlight. Got any last words, Robert?
Nah, thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my SoundCloud. Check out my Instagram. I'm on Spotify and Apple Music. Check that out. And yeah, Zion Down. Hey, when did the video get all crooked, bro?
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
When did that shit happen?
I think I was like moving the cable, bro. Maybe it might have moved. I thought it was on. I gotta use the restroom. Holy shit.